Welcome to the French Newfie. Today I want to make for you stuffed squid, and many people have had stuffed squid, but today's episode I'm actually going to show you how to clean the squid. And a lot of people get their fishmongers to actually clean the squid for them, and that costs even more money. You can do it yourself, you can learn, and I'm going to show you step-by-step instructions how to do that. But first, because I'm going to get messy, I have an apron on and I want to do the stuffing first. So I already have some onions that are chopped and I'm going to get them into my bowl. I like to use a lot of different ingredients and spices into my mixture because squid are quite bland and you want them to have lots of flavor. So we get the onions in. I just chop them down. You don't want too big of pieces in there, so just like that. And I have some dill, and I love using dill with all seafood. It goes really well. Because it's gonna be cooked in the oven, the dill stems are very tender, so don't worry about taking them off. I keep them right in. Just tore off the dill, and now chop it. You want some fine little slices all the way down, breaking that dill up. I love the smell of dill. As soon as you chop into it, you can smell it. And back of the knife into the bowl. I also have some watercress, and I think it's an undervalued herb. I really enjoy using watercress, and it goes really well with squid. So let me just chop that up. Again, I'm going to do a rough chop. It's going to be all broken down inside the squid tubes and in the oven. Again, just a rough chop like this. Pushing back, and again, this is super fragrant. Wow, it's going to be delicious inside of our baked squid. Oregano, I love oregano. Oregano goes great in this stuffing. We need some salt, of course you have to have salt. A little bit of chili flake. I like a lot of heat. Everyone knows that. If you don't want some heat, just leave it out. Lemon juice, you have to have freshly squeezed lemon juice, so get that in there as well. And we need a binder, so of course we're gonna need some egg. I've already beaten it up, some egg down into this, and then the breadcrumbs. And I just have plain breadcrumbs, get a good amount. They're like this. And then we need to get your hands into the mixture and make it into a nice forming little bread mixture here. That's gonna go into the tubes of the squid. It's gonna be so fragrant and lots of herbs and lots of seasoning. It's going to be delicious when it comes out. There you go. You can also put other herbs into it. Just go with what you have. I like to use what I have. Waste not, want not. So I want you to see we have the beautiful squid here, and a couple of important things. When you buy this squid, of course you want to smell it. If it smells overly fishy, you know there's something wrong. It's supposed to smell fishy, but not that fishy. That's a good indication that the squid is not good. Again, you're gonna see the skin. And the skin should be very firm and beautiful, and there shouldn't be any soft spots. Your finger's not going through it, nothing like that. These are perfect, nice, fresh squid, and that's what you want. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the innards. And what you wanna do is take the head of the squid and slightly twist and pull gently, and the innards should come out like so. Perfect. And you can see down inside, it's pretty hollow in there now. There's nothing in there, but we're gonna clean that up even more. I wanna get on to the next one. And as you can see, this one has gotten rid of some of the ink that's inside. This is a gourmet's treasure. If you can save that sack that's inside, a lot of chefs like to use that for tinting risottos, for making pasta. And this one has actually, it's busted. It's not anymore good, but I can't save this ink, unfortunately. I am gonna haul it out again, the same thing, a little twist and turning motion, and gently it will come out with ease. So if you hold on to the squid like this, what you will, oh my gosh, there is a surprise inside. There is a little fish inside, so we're gonna get that out. Look at that. That's kind of cool. He had a dinner. He had his last meal. Anyway, we don't need that. So maybe that'll be for my cat later. Put that off into the bowl. Okay. Now, where was I? So if you look down inside, you can feel on the back, and this is cartilage inside. It's like plastic. When I pull it out, you'll see it looks like glass. I would call this maybe like the backbone of the squid. So there you have it. It looks like glass. It's like a feather. It's also called, I believe, a cuttle bone, because it's a cuttlefish, the family that the squid come from. You don't want this. You can't eat it. It's inedible. Now, some people like to take the skin off, and you can if you want to. It comes off very easily. I'm going to show you one, and I'm going to keep the skin on the other one. This one is less dirty. This one that broke its squid ink tube, I'm going to get that one off. So what you want to do is pinch it just a little bit like so. You wouldn't want to do this after you had a fresh manicure. So haul up on the skin like this, and if you peel back, it's gonna come off as well quite easily. Just peeling as you go. It comes off like the skin of an onion. Just keep peeling and you'll go all the way around. It doesn't take any time at all. Back like that. If the skin is good, like I said, I mean, the squid should be good. This one's nice and firm. I keep the skin on. I think it looks really pretty. But to show you how easy it was, I'm just taking off the skin of one, like that. And there you have it, completely skinned. And what I'm gonna do is show you how to take off the tentacles. The tentacles are completely edible, but we don't want the head. So what you need to do is take your knife, and you can actually see the eyes of the squid. And there's some squid ink in the back of the eyes as well, but we're not gonna keep it. Obviously, there's lots on my board. So right behind the eyes, take your knife and straight down through, just like that. We don't need this now. And for aesthetic appearances, I tend to take this long one off. So just like that. And what you're gonna find, this is the mouth of the squid. And this little piece here is called the beak. It's inedible as well. You wanna take that out. There's some cartilage in there. Now, just to make sure that there's no other little fish or other things inside, get it into the cold water and clean it up a little bit. And get your fingers down into the tube. And if you feel something in there, haul it out. We want it all nice and cleaned, so that way you can put the nice stuffing inside. It's gonna be delicious for later. Just like that. And some people like to take off the fins as well. And I'll show you one. Since I took the skin off, you just peel and it comes right off like that. However, I like to keep mine on. I'm gonna keep this one completely intact with the fins. I think it's really pretty, and with the skin as well. This one, you can see it's a complete tube right now. And this is how you would also achieve the famous calamari rings that you find in every restaurant. You just take your knife and slice it like this right now, and you'd have perfect little rings. So what you wanna do is take, my hands are already wet, which is fine, that's good. Get my mixture and make it into a little cylinder shape. And that's going to make sure that it goes down the hole and into the tube easy. So again, just like that, not too much. Push down all the way to the bottom of the tube of your squid. And a little bit more. All that goodness, the onions, the bread crumbs, that's seasoned with the oregano, with a little bit of the chili, with the dill. It's gonna be delicious. I love stuffed squid. It's a favorite of mine. We used to have it all the time in Newfoundland. And I love that you can find squid all over the world. And that ensures that I can have this anytime I want. And again, you clean it on your own. You don't have to wait for the fishmonger to do it. Just do it yourself. It wasn't that difficult, as you saw. A little bit messy, so make sure you're wearing an apron. You don't want any of that ink on you. That's for sure. It won't come off. I'm gonna get my beautiful stuffed squid down inside. Beautiful. And don't forget those tentacles. They're beautiful, they're cute, they belong to the squid, and they belong in my belly. And the fins, they are edible. I just showed you how to remove them. I'm not gonna waste anything. I'm throwing them in as well. And I have some nice plum tomatoes, Italian plum tomatoes. They're full of flavor, and I like to put them in as well. It's going to also soften and make sure that the squids stay moist when they're in the oven. Pour that juice right on top, just like that. And last but not least, you have to have lemon. Lemon and seafood just go together, in my opinion. And so now we're back. My kitchen is cleaned up, clean as you go. That's very important. And the stuffed squid is delicious and ready. It smells amazing. And I'm just gonna show you how pretty it is. So we're gonna get one out, just like this. It's not overcooked. It's very tender. And I have some nice crunchy bread on the side. Let me just show you. It's so pretty. Some of the stuffing comes out, and that's absolutely fine because that stuffing is good. Don't get rid of that. And just slice down. Beautiful. Look at that. That is all goodness inside there. Slicing down. And don't forget to put this onto a plate, of course, and take some of that beautiful juice from the tomatoes. You have the liquid from the squid, all the herbs, the lemon. It is amazing. Crunchy bread on the side and a glass of wine. Have at her. Give it a try yourself. You have step-by-step instructions how to clean and stuff a perfect squid.